They saw something and said something. And now, because of the sharp-eyed citizens of Jackson, Tennessee, a week-long manhunt for Austin Raymond Drummond is over. Drummond, of course, is the suspect that we told you about last night, who allegedly murdered 4 members of one family and left the youngest family member, a baby, on a stranger's front lawn some 40 miles away. Really, really sick stuff here. Now, the baby wasn't hurt, thankfully, but the parents, the grandmother, the uncle, they're all dead. And the motive is still unclear. But just tonight, the DA confirmed that Drummond had been dating a state corrections officer who's related to the victims and is pregnant with Drummond's baby. The DA also confirmed that the corrections officer was fired from her job over the affair. We're going to have more on that in a moment. But the town of Jackson spent last night under a shelter-in-place order after Drummond was spotted on a home security camera wearing camo and carrying a rifle. This morning, he was spotted again by multiple people who each called 911. And soon after that, he was captured in some woods near a vacant pool house, where authorities said he'd been hiding inside. Police found a cache of weapons, and at the time of the murders, Drummond was out on bond in an attempted murder case stemming from a 13-year prison stint for armed robbery. Now, he faces 4 counts of murder plus aggravated kidnapping. And as we told you last night, 3 other people are being charged as accessories or helpers after the fact. Now, in Montana, there is still no sign of Michael Brown after 4 days of all-out searching in that manhunt. Brown is the former Army sergeant accused of gunning down 4 people there inside a bar that he lived next to in the town of Anaconda. The state's attorney general says they still believe they're hunting in the right haystack, that's the quote, and calls the bar massacre the top focus in the entire state. I'm joined once again by Justin Shepard, a digital journalist who's been following these cases from the beginning, and Justin's online handle is Just in the Nick of Crime. Welcome back to the show. Good to see you. Big bombshell from the DA, right? Confirming what have you heard about Drummond and his relationship with this prison guard? This is something that was new to us.
Yeah, so this was something that was being rumored by the family members, people local to the area, but now it's been officially confirmed by the DA. But basically, here's what we understand. While he was in prison serving his time, he developed a relationship with a woman by the name of Caitlin Speed, who is Courtney Rose, who was the grandmother who was killed by him, her sister. And not only did they start a relationship, that's what ended up costing her her job. And as we understand it now, she's about 4 months pregnant with his child.
And so she's also the aunt of the other 2 individuals who were killed. So you're seeing this family connection. You've done a lot of research into this case. Anybody of the family of the victims, are they talking? Are they shedding more light onto these connections or what's going on?
So we've had a few things kind of happen. Being on social media, we do a lot of lives. I was doing one with another creator, Abby Blabby, and actually 2 members of the family came into that live and were talking basically about their appreciation for people keeping the story out there, keeping his face everywhere, wanting to get justice for their family members. And then on the flip side, and this is alleged, I don't think it's been confirmed officially yet, but it looks legit. His family actually reached out and gave a note urging him to turn himself in. Because a lot of people forget with these types of situations that the perpetrator's family is also a victim a lot of the times, having to go through this.
It doesn't seem like he was persuaded to do that because you had these citizens who spotted him. And by the way, I think it was reported 8:57 there was a call and he was arrested at 9:05. So you're talking about an 8-minute response time. Now, they might have been in the area regardless. But what have you heard about those who called 911 and are heroes in this case?
Yeah, so I agree. Everybody who spotted him and called him are absolute heroes, especially knowing that there's a risk here, given the fact that he is in a gang. So you don't know if there's going to be any type of retaliation from that. Obviously, that's speculation. But we know that there was one person, Mr. Contras, I know his name. He was like, it's just the right thing. We saw him, and we felt we needed to call. So that's what he did. I think that a lot of people who did call in and reported that they saw him were just trying to be good Samaritans, good citizens, and weren't looking at themselves as heroes, but they 100% are.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.